So I just wanted to come on here. I was trying to make a little shorts video, but it's not gonna work. So I was gonna say um, I was saying I refuse to be in another relationship with someone who, when they not getting their way, when you haven't spoken to them over a long time, like you even try to reach out to them when they decided to block you on one of the social media platforms. They decide to block you and stop talking to you. So this one person in particular. So I'm refusing not to deal with anybody else that's got narcissistic energy tendencies. When you was there, you was willing and open to talk to them. So now they're going through great lengths trying to be around and do things to put people, or put people against your character, to try to make you look like you was out here just trying to like fuck them up, basically. So now in return, since clearly you ain't been talking to this person for like a long time, because different situations, different stuff going on, okay, and given. But I'm not dealing with anybody that's needing to be doing things to try to make somebody be with them. Like, but when you was trying to deal with them at that certain time, they was dealing with other things and people or whatever, and they left you high and dry. They left you without communication and everything, with them choosing other people over you for whatever reason that it was for at the time. So I'm refusing to go back to anybody who needs to feel like they got to do things to try to draw attention to the person that they chose to walk away and block prior. Like, okay, so yeah, you're doing things to make a person look like this or whatever, but that person knows what 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 been transpired. They know, because God and I know what transpired prior and how things went. But now, because a person wants to go out here and make it like telling all these different, whoever they telling or wherever they posting on social media, they putting out here this certain kind of narrative, or of the way it went, and that's not how it went. And people want to use my story, my diary. They want to use that against me now, to feel like what I was talking about was a lie. It wasn't a lie. It's just basically the diary was like writing it as if it was a book, like, because I in my diary I talked about wanting to write books. Like, nobody pay attention to, they pay attention to the negative, and instead of like, they reading it, but you're not reading like with thinking and like putting thinking into it. You just reading shit. So it's like people trying to confuse and twist what you wrote about, what you said about, like everything that somebody say, whether it is in a diary or even in a book that's published. You got to put thought into it, like. But whatever, that's not the case. But I just refuse to. I will be by myself. I'll ring my own doorbell till it's time for me to go home, to how I came in this world. I will ring my own doorbell. I refuse to get on my hands and knees begging and pleading to somebody like I'm a slave, or I'm attached to them because we was together. But when you was trying to deal with that person at the time, you was trying to deal with them, whoever they was, they, for whatever reason, they turned you down. You wasn't good enough. They was not really interested in you like you wasn't to them. It's like a whole bunch of different things. I refuse to deal with that with any other man on this earth. If I can't come into a relationship with a man that I'm going to be with for the rest of my life, I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't care for I'm not asking for the unwarranted attention that I'm currently been getting because of things that have transpired from 2016 on. I'm not asking for this unwarranted attention. I'm not asking for nobody to act like they want me, because really the wanting is a lust thing, because they going off of whatever's been said about somebody else, or whatever they heard out in the streets. They going off of that. um I know what I have to do in my life. I know what I have to do. So, and you could be out here calling me a crackhead. You could call me a crackhead all you want. You could call me a prostitute all you want. You could say whatever. But I know what I've been doing for myself. I know I've been working at the age of 16 when I first got my work permit. So, whatever. You say whatever you need to say that makes you feel better by saying that, because I know what the truth is. I know what I've been going through. I know what I've been doing. I'm the one that lived through the eyes of what been going on for me. So everybody can say whatever they want to say. They can make all these little whatever, but I know how my story started. I know most of it. So as far as me saying, like, from when I came here to live in this city and state, when I was one, to live with my mom's sister, I know all of that for the most part. I know all of that. Whatever I don't know, when it's time for it to come out, it will be brought to the light. It will be shown to me, however form it's supposed to be brought to me. It will be revealed when it's that time. But I'm not running back to nobody I've been with previously, because now they want to make somebody an option. Now they want to make somebody a choice because of whatever the reason is. I don't feel like it's genuine. I don't feel like it's legit. I don't care who you be around. It is not gonna make me, because I feel like a person is coming to me now only because, oh, I'm the next option. Like, I don't never want you to feel like I'm the next option. I should be the first and only option. If I'm not the first or only option, then just walk away, like you already did. Clearly, just walk away. Ain't no need for you to, come back around. Like, just, So I love how everybody want to throw these scenarios out here, or they trying to do these little stuff to do things. But like I said, I'm 37. I've been going and doing what I need to do, and my family, majority, nah, I ain't gonna say mostly, because they all of them know what's going on with me. Whether I'm speaking with them now currently or not, they know what the deal is. They know how I was moving, so they can't be out here saying that they see me on the corner trying to flag people down, trying to sell my body. Like, ain't nobody in this mother freaking earth, ain't none of them see me doing none of that. Ain't none of them see me snorting no lines or injecting my arms with drugs and shit, or popping pills. I ain't did none of that shit. So you feel good saying that? That really mean that you might be out here doing that shit. Because I ain't never in my whole life, as far as what I've told about in my first video on my channel, is my mom was doing drugs with me while I was in her system. And from her doing the drugs while I was in her system, that's how I got what I got. So you could try to make up all these other stories and scenarios and whatever all you want. I've never been out here trying to say that somebody did something to me. It is how I got what I. So whatever anybody trying to say, that don't got nothing to do with me. I know how mines went, how whatever. So, and I'm not running back to nobody because now they want to make me an option. Now they feel like they care, or now they regret what they was doing, or they been doing that. They still ain't even come to me, try to say nothing to me about, or like, So I'm good. I will, like I said, I'll ring my own doorbell until whenever. And I'll get me a couple other things to go along with it. But I'm not about to be thirsty or begging to be with no man, because it's a millions of them on the earth. And if I don't be with any of them, then so be it. Okay? So be it. I'm not pressuring nobody to be with me. I'm not making nobody I'm not oh, if you don't be with me, then you gonna this gonna happen to you, or I ain't doing none of that. So I've been getting attention though way before this whole stuff started. But it's like now that it has happened and it's like in the midst of it, I feel like it needs to be at the end part. It should be coming to the end part because this started all the way in 2016 and it just kept progressing little by little by little. It kept progressing. But I know what I gotta do. I just gotta get through this, the rest of this year, and we're gonna see where it go from there. God willing, things is gonna continue to go in my favor. God willing, because I'm not gonna do it. No matter what my predicament end up being, I'm not running back to be with nobody. Nope, not when you kept showing me what it was. You kept showing me that you're not choosing me. So if somebody keeps showing you that they're not choosing you, it's only so long, like I said, that you're gonna keep taking that and dealing with that. If a woman chooses, every woman got their own choices to do what they want to do, and I'm choosing to pick me, whether I'm with somebody or I'm by myself. So I know that I take my one pill a day. I know I do that every day. I know I have to go get my viral load checked every 6 months. And every 6 months that I go get it checked, it's still been undetectable for like over. So let me see, this 2022, it's been undetectable like way over 10 years, like way plus 10 years. When I found out, like I really found out, I keep saying preteen, but that was before I was a preteen. When my mom passed away, it was 91, so I was 7 then. And I think the year or two after that, because it's either between 4th grade and 5th grade when I found out, because one of them years during that school year, I was out of school for a whole week, and that's when I found out. So it was either 4th grade or 5th grade. So I've been taking medicine since then. And when I was taking it then, when I was 4th and 5th grade, whatever year that was, I was taking at least 4 pills twice a day. Because, yeah, I'm not going to go on into that in this one. But, yeah, so, and then, like, I had to say, like, when I started, like, not even 2 years later, my viral load was going up, and that's when I started becoming undetectable. Like maybe that 3rd or 4th year, because I was taking it consistently. So my mom know that shit. We was going to the doctors together, basically until I moved out of her house. When I moved out of her house, then that's when I had to take on everything as far as my medical care, making sure I eat, whatever I was doing, where I was living, I had to figure that out. So ain't nobody gonna tell me how my shit went when I know how my shit went, because basically I'm the one that's going through it through my eyes. You're not going through it because you're not me. It's so funny how people that they be going through shit too, but they be so quick to start up shit, to keep the negative shit going, because that's how vindictive and ego driven people is. They like to keep up messy shit. They like for messy shit to be going, because they feel like because they keeping messy shit going, that's keeping them on top. But everybody gonna have their turn for their shit to be put on blast or put out there, and then you'll see how you like it then when it's happening to you. Let's see how you deal with it. Let's see how you cope with it. Because that's what people do. They love to, it just give me the sense of like elementary high school mentality, like gossiping and all that, and trying to pick on the people you think is the weakest link, when they really not the weakest link. They just not going back and forth with you because they not putting all that energy into that, because everybody want to steal your story to flip it to try to make it some way their story. Yeah, people, like I talked about, what was that, last night when I was going home, I think, when I was in another Uber drive, because I be talking with them casually and stuff, and I was like, you know, we wasn't put on this earth to meant to be the same. You know, it's cool to have things that are similar, but everybody's not meant to be the same. We weren't made to be robots. When we came in this world, we came in this world by a human man and a human woman who made one of us, two of us, or however many came out of the belly. We wasn't meant to be necessarily the same. We might have some things in common, but that would be boring. And if everybody was the same, if, oh, this went how this went, like if everybody's stuff went exactly the same, everybody went and looked exactly the same physically, mentally, like what would it be? It wouldn't be nothing. Nothing would be unique. Nobody would have nothing to talk about on YouTube or social media, whatever. It would be like, you know, boring. Like I really know that my name is so and so. Like I really know that my middle name is Marie because it's on my birth certificate. Ain't no if and ain't no fudging or whatever about that. That's really my middle name. So, and like I said, and I know I'm going a little sidetrack, but I feel like this people is just doing the most. They like really doing the most. Like they going hard too to try to do the most, you know. And like, and it's so sad. It's just like I had to post on Twitter today. I'm done idolizing y'all celebrities because y'all really got a ego on y'all, on they stuff. They really got a big ego on they stuff. And then when somebody not agreeing, and then that's in general in regular life. If somebody not agreeing with what you saying or how you feel about something, then they find some way to try to go against you, and they try to add people with that to try to go against you. The more they got going against you, the more they feel like they attacking you and they want to throw at you, you know, because they feel like that's making them feel better because they got all these people on their side, and then they feel like you over here on the other side by yourself and you ain't got nobody. So whoever feel like they need to do that, I hope that makes your heart warm and fluttery and whatever. I hope, yeah, because it's not really, it's not appeasing, to be honest. And I can never see myself going back to somebody that feel like they need to downgrade somebody else to make them come back to them. That's not very, like, I know my mom had to deal with that, and that's probably why one of the reasons why she probably left where I'm currently living at, and she fled to upstate, well, to New York, like she did, because something was going on. Like clearly something was going on for her to leave. And like that's the thing, everybody keep that secret about that. Nobody wants to talk about that, and I don't like that. That's one thing I didn't like or don't like in my family, is like they always wanted to keep certain kind of secrets about shit, and I don't like that. Like I want to know, cause and then I like it be all these times I be trying to ask them, and then they'll tell you so much, and then they, for some reason, they'll just shut right off. Like they'll try to like change the subject and stuff. So yeah, I'm not gonna cry or